All right, I'm live. Let's see if I can. Oh, I don't have the intro screen on. It's just me. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Meet Me at the Table. We are at the painting table tonight. We're at the painting table. We are going to be doing some Kingdom Death Monster. I'm super pumped. For those that are joining me for the first time, we are in the midst of a Kingdom Death Monster playthrough with my with the channel partner, which is Colin. Colin and I are playing together, and we have actually gotten far enough where we have some really cool new gear. So we are going to be working on getting our new gear up and running. I have, what do you call it? Built some of the model, and I'm not built some of the model because we're going to go through some of it. It's going to be pretty awesome, I hope. Anyway, I hope that everybody is doing well tonight out in the world of the internet. It's going to be awesome. So I'm going to show you some things that I have. We're going to maybe attempt some things that might not be the best plan, but you know me, I got a plan. It's going to work. We'll find out. We'll find out. So anyway, that is going to be it. I will let you know about how everything is going. Oh, it is good to see people here. I see people are already making their tests for me. Thank you, Chris, for checking that out. Mitch is also here in case people are wondering why there's tests everywhere. I have a tendency to want to make sure that my chat is working because in the past, I've had some bad experiences with chat. And so a lot of times I check out my chat to see if it's working. Good to see. It's good to see you. That's Brant, if I remember, or Brent, or I think it's Brent. We call him Brant because he's because we got lots of Brents. I'm still afraid of trying to paint anything. My hands are not those of a surgeon or a painter. Well, good news. I guess you call me a painter because I'm not a surgeon, so that's half the battle. Josh, good to see you. Josh is here as well. Awesome to have you here. It's good to see everybody here. For you joining right now as well, for this stream and the next stream that we're doing, yes, Kingdom Death is coming back on Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up, Colin and I will be continuing our Kingdom Death game, so please join us Tuesday. I'll make sure to post it, hopefully maybe tonight if I remember, otherwise tomorrow if I remember. We'll see. I'll see a lot of times I don't remember. But for the next two streams that we do, we are, because there's been a lot of trouble down in the southeastern portion of America, a lot of hurricanes and everything. Colin and I talked about it. We decided that every super chat for this stream and the next stream, our Kingdom Death Monster stream, is going to be donated to the Red Cross Relief Fund for the people in like Florida area, and basically hurricane recovery is what we're going to donate to. I mean, every little bit helps, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do our little part. Of course, not only are the super chats going to be donated, but I will match up to $100 tonight and $100 tomorrow. Maybe at the table we'll do that as well to help hurricane relief funds down in the Florida area. So that is my plan. That is my plan. I know a lot of people are affected by these. Sadly, well, I shouldn't say sadly, but I'm up in the northern area, so the worst thing we ever get is maybe a tornado or two, but we don't ever experience anything as devastating as something like that. So that's what we're doing tonight and tomorrow. Of course, we are also painting and assembling Kingdom Death, which will be awesome. That's what it's all about. So there you go. That is my little plug for tonight. I might mention it a couple times during the night too, just in case people jump on and jump off. All right. I've still got yet to get back to Kingdom Death Monster, but I borrowed a local copy of Aeon Trespass Odyssey. That's awesome. And started playing that. Absolutely fantastic game and very much similar to Kingdom Death Monster. It is. It's very similar, very in the same genre, same vein. It has a lot of similarities, but of course lots of differences as well, which is cool. Yeah, as someone in New Orleans, my heart goes out to everyone in Florida and who is impacted by Milton. Yes, I appreciate that. You are closer to this than I am. And Colin and I are not that close to it, so we just thought we could do our best from here. So here's what I've got. Let's see if it works. Oh, I was for a second there afraid it was not going to work. So here's our character. We have our character right here. I've made this portion of the character. Now, I've made this portion of the character, and I have not put on the arms, but Colin and I, spoiler alert for those that are going to be watching Tuesday's stream, we decided to try to make 2 katars for this character. That's going to be this is, for those of you that are joining us here for a painting session, one of our characters is now going to have an entire set of crocodile armor, and that's the plan. So I've got one arm already done with the katars, and I've got the other arm here And now what do I do with the guitar? Don't tell me I dropped the guitar on the ground because I'm never going to find it. I found the Cool Kids Hangouts. Steve from the Co-op chat, awesome to see you here. Thank you, Coop Guild. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Awesome to have you here. We are rocking out. We are doing some painting. We might be doing some assembling as well, though I seem to have lost my guitar somewhere. Because there's, oh my God, I'm never going to find that. Okay, this character might only have one guitar. We'll see. We'll work on that as we go. Maybe it's here somewhere. Maybe if I just kind of spread my hands around on the table, it'll magically appear. Whoa, I don't know. Let's see if I can find it here. Whoa, spread my hands around. But I found at least some of it. Yeah, okay, this could be a disaster. All right, well, whatever. Never disaster. Here we are. That's right. Guitar or keytar? Oh my gosh, dude, I would love to own a keytar. Michael, I would love to own a keytar. That would be awesome. I would love to own a keytar. Keytars are amazing. I was thinking of sun dropping my Tainted Grail minis. Have you done it before? Do you think it's a good thing to do for someone who has never painted before? Yeah, of course. I think anything you can do to a person is going to be amazing. So if you can get something on a miniature, that is awesome. That is awesome. Brahmithra, awesome to see you. One guitar was already in her hand. Yeah, I got one guitar in their hand, but I had another guitar, but it wasn't on this one yet because I was still kind of, but oh, you know what? I primed it. Maybe I left it over the priming station. Did I leave it at the priming station? Oh, that'd be hilarious. No, of course not. Why would I have left it at the priming station? No, I'm sure it's on the ground somewhere. Surprise, surprise. I've dropped something already. And I didn't even start the stream and I've already dropped something. But we'll carry on. We will carry on. It'll be just fine. It'll be just fine. Josh, thank you so much. $10 for the super chat donation. Lots of bad news going around. Well, here's some good news. If I remember Minnie Mouse, who was with me at Gen Con, we are getting arrived Saturday. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good to hear. And for those that are joining, the $10 donation by Josh will be matched by me, and we're going to send all super chats today to the Hurricane Relief Fund for people. Married. There we go. Married. I was wondering what that was. Arrived. Married is a way more important word than arrived. Congratulations to Josh. That is so good. I am super excited for you. Oh my gosh, that'll be awesome. So if you come to Gen Con next year and I see you, you will be married now, which will be awesome. That is super, super good. Might be a lot of things, but a cool kid is not, I'm not one of them. Oh, come on, we're all cool kids. That's the deal. Congratulations to Josh, and thank you for the $10 donation. That is amazing. I appreciate it. Married. Love it. That's awesome. Now, we're going to drop down to this painting table. We're going to do some cool things. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to magnetize this model. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to do. Congratulations on getting arrived. He's so excited to type it in that he actually put arrived. That's amazing. Okay, so I've got right here, this is a drill press. This is my drill press. I used to do this a lot with my Warhammer miniatures, and actually I have them. Oh my gosh, I have them right here because my son is playing Warhammer now, and I have them right here. I'm going to get these out, and I can show you what I've done with my Warhammer miniatures, and then we can show you kind of what the plan is here. That'll be awesome. Let's see if I can actually pick some of these guys out without mass chaos happening. I'm sure it's going to be mass chaos anyway. All right. Okay, here, got these guys. This is good enough. Okay. So I've got my orc regiment. Hopefully I did not. Okay, here's my orc regiment. So here's what we do. I was so careful. That's awesome. So here's my orc regiment that I painted up a long time ago. This is just one of them. I have 40 orcs because you have to have 40 orcs, right? But what I did with these guys is every one of them came with hand weapon shield. Well, you know, sometimes you don't want hand weapons. So I've magnetized every one of these guys with hand weapons and shields. And so they can just take off their arms if later I decided I wanted to make orcs with spears and shields, or if I want to make two weapon dudes, I can just remove these and put another weapon on, right? That's the cool thing about these little magnets things. So I've also done this with some of my previous Warhammer guys, or not Warhammer, but my Kingdom Death guys. Is I have done this with them. So what we're going to do tonight is we are going to try. This could be the worst disaster ever. And if so, that's okay. As you can see, we have the arm here. I've not glued it on, but we're going to fit it on here just to see where it goes. It goes like right like that is the deal. And then what we're going to do is we are going to attempt to we are going to attempt to magnetize that arm to the miniature. That's going to be the plan. And then if we ever decide to, because I know Colin was also excited about the bow, this miniature actually is one of the ones that holds the bow. I'd be able to get, there are other arms that come with each of these sprues. These sprues all have other arms that you can use for this particular model. They're all right here. So here's an arm, here's an arm, here's an arm, here's an arm. These are all different arms. And then you can attach the different types of weapons to these arms if you want to. And then you can make them. Now you could also, I could have also done it with the head. There's many different heads you could use as well. And you could have, I could have decided to use different glued different heads on if I wanted to and magnetize those. I've tried that once. That's super ambitious. There's no reason for that. It's just cooler to be able to swap out the weapons. Some people actually magnetize the actual hands. I do not have magnets that small at all. There's no way I can magnetize the hands. That's ridiculous because each one of these hands obviously has to be glued to the figure because that's where your weapon comes from. But no, that is not happening. So I've got all these magnets. I've got tons of magnets from back when I played Warhammer. Like these would go on the base of my orcs. Actually, I don't think these have. These are the small little ones before I turn to these. But they have these square magnets. These are for the bases. I've got these kind of bigger ones, which of course, the more you have connecting, you actually have more of a hold, right? So I tried bigger ones. I got a little bit of some smaller ones here. And then the ones we're going to use, like, look at these. These are just ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking with these. These are out of control. These are so small that, I mean, what are you gonna magnetize with these? I mean, this is, I don't know what I was thinking, but I mean, these are so small. They don't hold anything together at all. There's nothing they're gonna hold together at all. Nothing. So I don't even know why I have these, but back in the day, I thought it was a brilliant idea to have those. But what we're going to do is we are going to use these magnets here. These magnets are kind of small. Oh, these are my favorite magnets. These were the ones I used on my orc dudes. Look at all these I had because I still had a ton of orcs I was going to build, but not anymore. That's the deal. Probably hands. That's pretty funny, Mike. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Probably hands. Magnets are such a clever idea. That's why Barrett called call these super genius. That's right. I am Barrett, super genius. Do not drop an anvil on my head. That'd be bad. I ordered a new shirt. It comes on Sunday. I'm super pumped to wear it on Tuesday. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you want to see what the shirt is, you have to show up at the Kingdom Death Monster stream. I'm super pumped. I'm really excited for my shirt. I'm probably more excited than I should be for my shirt. Now, these might not be strong enough to hold what we're hoping, but we're going to give it a shot. Now, the first thing you need to do is find a drill bit that's going to be about the same size as these, and this is. Usually, I match these up by taking the back end of a drill bit that I'm interested in using and just connecting it to it and see if it's the right size. See, like this one's too big. This one's too big, not going to work. Then I got to find the next one, and then I match it up to the back. That one's too big. But the one I got in the back, actually, this one's about right. But the one I got in here, I know is the right size for this. So we're going to try this. It's going to be really, this could be an absolute catastrophe here. The reason why it's going to be a catastrophe is because if you noticed, the orc ones, which were super easy to do, they had flat surfaces. Both of these were absolutely flat surfaces. You just drilled the one, boom, done. Magnet on, right? That was back when things were easy. Now, and even when the original Kingdom Death Monster miniatures came out, it was super easy because it was pretty flat where the things would go together. But as you can see now, it is not flat. There's some like texture here as to where that thing's supposed to sink in. So our goal is we're going to drill right in to where that part is. We're going to drill right into that. And then on this side, we're going to have to be super tricky because we're going to have to drill right in to the thing that's sticking out of this miniature, which is going to be a little tricky here. Oh, and my guitar fell off, but that's okay. We don't need to do that. Steve, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Awesome to see Steve. Steve, good to see you. Great to have you here. All right. So here goes. Here goes nothing. We're just going to aim it right in here and see what happens. I'm just going to start taking it, pushing it a little bit, and drilling at the same time. This stuff should go right in here. By the way, do not do this with resin miniatures, but these are not resin. These are plastic miniatures. But in theory, resin dust is not good for you. But again, I'm just kind of pushing from the back. I have this thing right here. I'm pushing it a little bit from the back. and just drilling a bit like this. And you can get these drill presses pretty cheap on Amazon if you wanted to, or any other place. That's any other hobby things. Once I get in a little bit, I'm going to blow on it, see how it's going. Then I can test it with these. I'm doing rotator cuff surgery. Yes, I am. I can put that right in there, and then I kind of slip off a couple of these and see what I think here. Actually, that's pretty good almost. A little bit more, but not by much. Oops, I don't want to lose those magnets. Come back here, magnets. I'm going to move all those magnets away so I don't screw this up. There you go. Right in there. I think that might, actually, I might not have to do very much on this. The other one I'm going to have to do some stuff on. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that's fantastic. Rotator cuff surgery. That is what we're doing here. I got a resin mini to build for my Aeon Trespass Odyssey game. What glue would you recommend using? Now, glue. I glue everything with either this, which is Loctite Super Glue, Gel Super Glue Gel Control. Or I picked this up, plastic glue. I'm not sure if that would make a difference between resin or not, but that's the deal. Also, duly known to beware of resin dust. Yes, beware of resin dust. I don't do anything with resin. I don't like resin. Keep resin away from me. That's the plan. Okay, so we got that done right here. We got that done. Now we're going to go from this side. This is actually where I'm going to put most of my effort, I think. Because now we put it up, and now if you look, we put the hole up near the top of it. So we put it up near the top, so we're going to do up near the top of this right here. Make sure. Right like that, yep, okay. Right up near the top here, but I want the part that kind of goes like that. So we're just going to start drilling slowly, because if it slips off there, let's do it. There we go, I think we're going to get it. Oh, that wasn't good, I slipped off it. See, I told you. Okay, drilling in a little bit. There we go. And then drill backwards to get the stuff out of there. That's the deal. Loctite works, but you gotta wash the resin real good first. In theory, a lot of people do this. They wash their minis more often than not before they even paint or anything, which isn't a bad idea. I don't. But I also don't deal with resin. I would guess to do that. I think plastic glue won't work with the resin because of how plastic glue interacts with plastic. It actually makes it a soft and stringy, cheesy before bonding on a molecular level or something. I appreciate that. Please listen to him. Like I said, I don't know much about that stuff. We'll figure. So if that didn't work, I apologize. My Sulfurian Guard game came in. Need to watch your playthrough and see again how badly I'm screwing up. I'm sure you're doing fine. That's the deal. Sulfurian Guard. Yeah, that's one of my favorite games. Sometimes it won't stick. Well, you know what? There is a good place you could check out. I would check the internet. I'm sorry, I don't deal enough in resin to know what would work and what wouldn't work. Need to get back to that too. Now I have the upgrade kit. Oh, the upgrade kit. That's yes. I have the upgrade kit is awesome. I will say I'm happy I got the upgrade kit. Super cool. Love it. I kind of also wish sometimes they didn't do a lot of upgrade kits, because I have a problem where as soon as I find an upgrade kit is coming, I kind of stop playing the game until I get the upgrade kit. And then I get the upgrade kit, I'm like, all right, I got the upgrade kit. And now I have to try to incorporate it into the game. I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out how to do all this and get it on the right spot, do all the right things. You know what I mean? So then I kind of all of a sudden get stuck in this limbo. I do. I don't know about other people, but I get stuck in this limbo of what I'm supposed to, how to get back to it. Because it's been so long since I've played, I don't fully remember what I'm doing. I have a pretty good idea. Good news, I've got a video on it. I could probably watch and see what actually happened to myself. But on top of that, I want to make sure I get everything right with the upgrade pack and everything. So, and like, for example, Middara just gave me a 1.2 upgrade kit. And actually, I just implemented it into my game last week. I'm recording it tomorrow. Today I'm doing this. Tomorrow I'm recording Middara. I'm coming back to Middara. I'm trying to do 3 videos of Middara. Come boom, boom, boom. Because I need to play that more. I need to play that more. That's the deal. Sulfurian Guard is amazing. Correct. That's what I did for Middara. Yeah, exactly. I heard they're coming with a 1.1 update kit. I stopped. And then I got the 1.1. I started playing again. I got to Padrick's side quest. and then I stopped. And then I'm picking it back up again at 1.2. So I'm getting back to it. I'm really excited to, it's on my table actually out there right now, ready to record for tomorrow. That's the deal. Fighting cave sickles. That's usually what happens in Middara. There's a lot of cave sickles. It's the cave sickle. The cave sickle population in Middara is pretty big. Is Middara a good dungeon crawler for one who hasn't really played them before? There are, unless Dungeon Alliance counts. If you play Dungeon Alliance, I don't see why Middara would be fine. It's a lot of math. And I shouldn't say math. There's a lot going on in Middara. It's probably my favorite, mainly because of the 3 pillars of dungeon crawlers that I love, that if you're interested in learning more about, you could check out Steve and myself during a co-op chat. We're going to do a co-op chat, not this week, but next weekend on dungeon crawlers and the evolution of dungeon crawlers through the ages and kind of what we're looking forward to in the upcoming dungeon crawlers that are coming out and why we think why we're investing in these as opposed to all the ones we already have. We're going to be talking about that kind of thing on the co-op chat, which is cool. No, don't give it her. Math, yes, math. That's the deal. I'm in. He says he's in with math. Okay, yes. It'll be a fun chat. Thanks, Steve. Glad to see you're still here. Yes, it's gonna be a fun chat. I'm looking forward to it. But Midara's 3 pillars are the story, which is top notch. The variety of and the AI of enemies, and then at least how the enemies interact and things like that, and the customization and the character development. Those 3 things in that game are to me top notch above any other game that has a dungeon crawler that is out there. Those 3 pillars are amazing, amazing. Does it have its flaws? Yes, every game has its flaws. There is no game that does not have a flaw. If there's a game that does not have a flaw, then it must not be a game. That's the deal. How's the story of Middara? Amazing. Amazing. I like it a lot. But it's very big. It's a very big, thick story. But it's on Foreteller. So actually what I do, secret trick, what I do is I actually will figure out where I am. And before I go to the next battle, I will actually listen to it in my car on the way to work, kind of like a podcast, and just listen to it on the car. And then when I get back from work, if I've heard everything, I'm good to go for the game then. And when I record, if you've watched some of my Middara videos, as I go, I think after the first 4, I start saying, here's what I want you to do. If you're interested in the story, please go get the Foreteller app and listen to it. It's free. I think Act 1 is free. And you can listen to it and then catch up to me. And so I'll tell people, okay, you need to listen to this one, which will lead us to this one, which then you have to lead to this one. And if there's a choice moment, I'll make that choice before the next time, so you know exactly what to listen to if you want to follow along with our story, or my story, I guess you say, which becomes our story for Middara. That's the deal. That'll be an interesting chat, I'm hoping. Does Sword and Sorcery still hold up in the test of time? Find out next Saturday. On how modular of a story is it? Actually, it has quite a bit of branching paths. It's a fail forward to an extent. Eventually, if you fail too many times or there's certain parts that you fail, it could be a game over. They're not going to say like, oh yes, fail forward the whole time, you'll be just fine. No, they do eventually kind of get to a point like you really got to work at it kind of thing. How much or often can you affect its path? I don't know exactly how often, how much you can affect the path. From what I've done so far, it's been pretty linear. Act 1, of course, but it's moving from thing to thing. But if you fail, you go down a different area, but I think you'll still end up in the same place at this time. Still haven't unboxed Sword and Sorcery 2nd edition. Oh, Mike, that's funny. But from what I understand, it goes as it moves forward. And if you fail in certain places, like even main characters, I think from what I understand, can be removed from the campaign for short periods of time and things like that because it's just been a bad day for them. A bad day. Now, don't quote me on that. I haven't experienced that, nor have I gotten that far in the game yet. I'm still in, I think, Act 2. So I'm like on page 100 of the 400-page storybook. Yes, over 400 pages of story, including the maps and the combats and things like that. So I hope that helps. That helps a little bit. Hope that helps a little bit. Let's drill some holes. Let's drill some holes. So please, if you have more questions or anything, please let me know. Also, Storm Sounder. Also, for those joining now or have just kicked in a little bit, I am also wanted to make sure everybody understands. I should have put I should have Steve the Wise teach me how to put like something in my chat or on my OBS, which probably wouldn't be too hard. I probably figure it myself. That tonight's stream and the next stream, we are going to donate all the super chats for that to Hurricane Relief Fund. So if you do any super chats today or tomorrow or Tuesday or tonight, all that's going to be donated to the, the Hurricane Relief Fund, and Meet Me at the Table will match first 100 of both streams. So if anybody is jumping on and didn't know about that, that's the deal. Steve, I also just started playing as Guard. Probably been oversharing my experience and questions on Coop Guild's Discord. You should definitely do that to Steve. He loves it. He's like, if there's anybody who loves to talk games nonstop and rules, explanations, and things like that, it's Steve. Steve loves that stuff. He loves that stuff. It's good stuff. All right, let's drill a little bit more into this person's hand here. That's the deal. See if I can get in a little bit more in here. And we'll see if this works. This might not work, like I said. We'll see how it goes here. This could be a disaster. We'll see if it works or not. That's the deal. That's the deal. My intro into large narrative games with exploration was Role Player Adventure, which led me to the addiction to heavy, complicated games like Middara, Guard. Haven't started yet. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I think it's Storm Thunder. Yes, it is. Lazy Squire Games. Super ambitious. Still hasn't delivered. Yes, Mike, I have that one as well. Yes, I know what you're talking about. And there it is. The accuracy is upon us. He loves talking games. Now, let's check our magnet again and see if we're in good enough here. You know what? I think we're going to be just fine. Well, that's not supposed to be in there like that. I need to glue it in there, not just lay it in there. That's not going to work. Let's get that thing out there. There we go. All right, so we know we can get in there. Okay, now comes the tricky part. We got a tricky part. I just noticed your background. Gunslinger Girls, a good show. Been a while since I've seen it. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Hello all, I'm listening while baking chocolate chip cookies. Morganite, I need chocolate chip cookies. I like the cookies here. They're good stuff. Middara took 4 years. Maybe Lazy Square will come through. I understand oversharing experiences. I do that with D&D. Barrett can attest to that fact. But that's okay. All your stories are amazing. They're all amazing, Steve. All right, so here we go. We got our magnets. And I leave them in a line like this because that way I can put this one in here like this and glue it in. And then I can make sure that I'm gluing the right one. Because the last thing you want is to have the wrong polarities on these things. Wrong polarities. Did I just hear Gunslinger Girls? Yes, you did. You did see Gunslinger Girls. I've got a Gunslinger Girl one right here, and I've got one back there. Those are my 2 anime scrolls for tonight, along with Dot Hack over here. So my favorite animes. I actually have a whole bunch of wall scrolls. Back when I lived, thank you, awesome, love it. Hey Barrett, love the content. Any chance of more folklore affliction someday? We'll see, Kyle. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get back to that one. I do have it. It's right. Oh, I think it's right here. I have it right there. Middara is, or not Middara, but it is right there. We shall see. The problem is I'd have to remember exactly where I left off. So I just have to watch my videos and I can go back to it. But we shall see. We shall see. There's a lot out there to play. So not only can Kate kill anything and everything in KDM, but she does it with a box full of her cookies. That would be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. Very good. Yes. So Kyle, just to tell you, I do have it. I still own it. So it's not like I've gotten rid of it. So I still have it. Still have it. But yeah, back when well, see, so I don't know if I should say things like this, especially on my anniversary. But when I got married, I had like a whole room full of like just all my fun stuff. Like if you look like where is it? From the top view here, I've got what's this? What is this? What is that? Oh, I think that's something. Oh, here, watch this. Oh, goodbye. So when I got married, I had a lot of cool stuff. Like, well, a lot of this stuff is probably from even before. Actually, after I got married. But I got some stuff maybe here. Oh, here, for example, here's some stuff. So like, these are things I had back before I was married. Like I've got this whoops, that's not it. Let's see if there we go. I got like an Asuka clock here from Evangelion. I've got, what else I got back here? Oh, I got some anime character here. We got anything else back here from the back here pile? I don't think so. I think that's about all the stuff I got back there. I used to have a couple other things back. Don't know what happened to them. But So when I got married, all this stuff had to come to my wife's house and had to figure out how I was going to um, put it up. And she gave me a room in her house when we got married. And so I had some things I could put up, but like not everything. So then we moved in here and I got this room. And so I had to figure out how to do the space. So that's why I got a couple up. So I'm going to keep changing these out every once in a while because I got a lot of them. So we're going to hopefully get a few of them up there. That'd be good. Interesting little useless tidbit of random useless knowledge for you. Since I saw it in your background, Street Fighter miniature game, the miniatures in that game, and I mean, those miniatures are sculpted by the same person who's done KDM miniatures. Well, how about that? I did not know that. The minis are awesome in that, by the way. All right, everyone, it's time to make a very pilgrimage to Baron's Place for board game fun. Yes, that'd be awesome. Allison and Aya and such. Oh, really? That's amazing. Bra Mithra. I did not know that. And for those of you that don't know who Bra Mithra is, he is one of the gurus of Kingdom Death. I'll make sure to put a link to his channel in the description of this video. I don't think I did in the last one because I'm a failure. But he has a lot of stuff that has to do with Kingdom Death. Absolutely amazing stuff. And he just put out a recent video about kind of the updates of in September. So please go check that out. Yes, I like that. That was super good show. My Turbo Dork has new bottles now. Oh, interesting. He's got Street Fighter, the board game. That's great fun. Yeah, the game is actually really good. I like that game a lot. It's a lot of fun. All the stuff. Turbo Dork has new bottles and stuff. Interesting. I'll have to check those out. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of Turbo Dork stuff right over here. I was actually going to use some of it tonight to paint. It's for all this is my Turbo, all the stuff that's upside down. All the stuff that's upside down is Turbo Dork paints. Because I didn't want the paint to settle to the bottom of it this way. I want to settle to the bottom that way. Now, of course, you still have to mix that stuff up because it's basically like painting with glue is what it's like. Okay, we got to get this miniature magnetized so we can start painting it. That's the deal here. So I'm going to try to glue this thing in here like this. All right, see if I can do this. Now, I will tell you right now, this is probably not going to work and it's not going to be the best. Because what I like to do is actually add like a microscopic amount of green stuff to this. If people don't know what green stuff is, it's like an epoxy. Well, it's not really epoxy, but it's a thing that it's basically two different materials. When you put them together, it kind of becomes like it kind of becomes like a thing you can use to smooth mold lines out and things like that. It's mostly what it's used for. I use it as an extra layer of like sealant for the magnet so it stays in there. Otherwise, something can pop out. Yeah, considering something to consider when actually redone and washed properly, not the quick factory paint job they give. Those minis look really good. Yeah, they really do. They did a really good job on those minis. It's like the first. I love them. I think they're great. Especially with a lot of the like they have like the see-through stuff that goes with it, like now a lot of miniatures are doing it, but the acrylic kind of stuff is kind of neat. I think they use decals for the eyes. They might have. I don't know. I'll have to look. It's been a while since I've played that one. Derek actually from Canje Studios just did a playthrough of it because he kind of found some solo rules for it. I'm actually going to use Loctite because I want super glue instead of plastic glue for this. Because plastic isn't going to work at all. So I got my Loctite super glue stuff. I'm just going to get it and crank it up. There we go. Now it's all set to go. We're going to see. This could maybe now work. We'll see how it goes here. There we go. A little dab in there. I'm going to take these magnets, put them in, and then rip it off so just the one stays in there. I got just the one in there. And I got to press it in there without it being, I don't want anything metal pressing this thing in. Press it in there just like that. Good. All right, that's in there. Boom. That one's in there. That's in. Okay, that's the wrong way. This is the right way. Okay, I can feel it attracting. So with that, then we want to put this one facing this way over here. So again, we're going to get a little dab of glue right inside here. And now once we get this in here, this might not work, and that's okay. If all else fails, we just fully glue it together and we just call it a day. There you go again, got it in there. Boom, pressed in. Take something that's not metal and just gonna seat it in there. There we go. Now let's see if it folds. It holds. there we go. We got our magnet in there. There. Our character is magnetized. And then, when I want to change this character's arm out or something, I totally can, and put something else on there if I want to. That's the deal. I love it. I love how much that works. That's good stuff. I was blown away by how good they are. Yes, the last bit of nerdy stuff to come down before my wife moved in was my Cowboy Bebop movie poster. That's awesome, David. Oh, that's me. Hey, great stream. Love you. Happy anniversary. Prime is saying I can't watch football up here. Why? Oh, I think it's telling you can't watch football up there because I'm not there. It's on my computer in the kitchen. What if you shut my computer down in the kitchen? Just close it. Oh, and it's also on, you know why? Because it's also on the TV in the family room. So if you turn off the one in the family room and you shut my computer, you can probably watch it. Because they probably can only stream on 2 devices at once or something, and so it's probably on 2. By the way, people don't know, that's Robin. That's my wife. She has the same last name as me. We've been married for 16 years, and it's our anniversary. So I thought, why not do a stream? I only ever magnetized 6 minis and swore I'd never do it again. Really? Oh, that's too bad. I'm typing with my hands covered in cookie batter, cookie batter. Ha, 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 ha. That's awesome. I knew you'd know. You're the best. You're welcome. Good luck. If it doesn't work, don't know why. Don't know why. So actually, I am super excited that this worked as well as it did. That was the most painless magneting I've ever done. That's the deal. Oh, wow. That is so good. I'm super pumped for that. Super pumped. I'm totally not skipping your stream to watch football. Nope, I know you wouldn't be. I know you wouldn't be. Yeah, you are. Okay. Now comes the hard part. Now comes the other arm. I've been having so much trouble with this arm. This arm is pissing me off. All right. It shows a picture of it like with it's supposed to have a pose like kind of like this, but it doesn't feel like that's how it glues in. Oh, and then I drop it on the ground. That's like super good. I mean, why not? That's the best place for it, on the ground. And of course my okay, mental note, when you make a painting area, do not put a rug in the painting area that's the same color, gray, as all of your minis. Just don't do that. That makes things so much harder. Just a thing to learn. Just a thing to learn. Well, good, I found it. Oh, speaking of which, is my my magic claw down here too somewhere? Where'd it go? It's got to be down here somewhere. Can't believe I lost my other guitar. I'm definitely not losing my guitar. I got 2 of those upstairs. Not going to lose those. But my guitar, yeah, done. I'm just don't put in carpet. I think you nailed that. Pow, nailed it right on the head. I think that's the deal. Oh boy. Okay. So we're still going to just kind of, okay. So again, we've got this thing and I can see the indentation here of where this thing is supposed to kind of fit in, the arm is supposed to fit in. So I'm actually going to glue it in right there. And then the good news is, again, we're just going to screw it in a little bit of pressure, right where that thing is. We're going to back it out. The reason I back it out is because then it kind of gets the stuff out of there as well. So I made a little bit of a hole there. Currently watching the Kansas City Royals losing, so I need to watch this to make me feel better. That's a good idea. Just started assembling on my Kingdom of Death. Lost the arm of one of my starting survivors. It's just gone. Well, you know, look at the bright side. It's probably going to happen to him anyway, or her. So it's going to happen to them. So, you know, you're already ready. You're already ready for what the game is going to be like for you. It's going to be perfect. All right. A little bit more here. Let's just figure this out. Let's look. I'm going to need more. And the reason why is because I probably want more on this side of it, because this arm, no, I did not just lose the arm. Put you over there. Oh! Ah! Okay, also don't make a painting station the same color as your minis. Let's see here. Because the miniature arm itself doesn't have a lot of like extra room to put a magnet in there, so it's going to be pretty delicate here. We'll see how it goes. So that's in there like that, and then I'm just going to have to magnetize this like that. That's going to be the plan. But it's supposed to have an arm in the air, but I think its arm's going to go down. Whatever. Okay, so let's check the magnet again. Yeah, that'll be good. Now let's get the magnet out. Let's get the magnet out. Isn't one of those good things about magnets is you'll be able to rotate the arm around a bit later, just leave the magnet sticking out a bit. Yes, that's kind of my plan. Yes, Tim, 100%. Now we just got to get the magnet out of there. That's fantastic. We know we got enough room in there now. Where's my... There we go. Perfect. All right, we know we can glue the magnet in. Now, we have to be careful. This is where I've screwed up before. We have to make sure we get the same one on that side. So see how that's like that? It sticks like that. So we got to make sure we put that one in here as well. That's the deal. Now, why does that matter? Because if you, what really, I guess, is I always like to make sure the polarities of all my magneted arms are all the same. That's why. So we got that one on that side. So we want to go over to this side and make sure we got this side right too. I'm going to make sure we put the same one on that side like that. So if this goes in like that, I'm telling myself this over and over to make sure I do it right. That one's going to glue in like that. Okay, so we're going to take our glue bottle, and I just want, oh, that's going to be too much. I just want a little teeny dab. There we go. That's the deal. Because if you get too much glue on the magnets, then the magnets glue together, and we don't want that. So we're going to put the magnets in there, and then take my thumb and slide it off. And that way the glue doesn't get on there, and also the magnet sits right in there. Take something that's not magnetic, make sure it's pushed in. Like I said, I would have liked to have a little bit of glue, green stuff also with this as well, because that'll help keep it in there. But we're going to go with it like that. That's fine. Now, we're going to do it with this arm, and that's the deal. North and south are very important. This is true, Mitch. Mitch speaks wise words. Now, I put that right on that thing, so I don't really, the problem is I don't really know where this magnet is supposed to sit on this. So this is a trick I learned with flat ones because I did so many of those old Warhammer minis that I take a X-Acto knife or razor blade or whatever I got that's sharp, and where I want to put this drill bit, where I want it to drill, I actually push this in and just kind of make a little circle. And the reason I do that is because then the drill bit has something to grip onto and start. All right, so we've moved them. We have the mini magnetized. Now to get Barrett somewhat connectable. Impossible. Oh, come on, Matthew. Matthew, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so good. All right, let's see here. Now I got that point in there, so now I should be able to get that stuff to stick. It does. And we just do a little pushing in a little bit. Now this I have to be really careful, because if I go too far, I have gone too far before, and I've gone straight through my miniature's arm, and that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Nothing a little glue can't fix. All right, now that we got that, we are again going to go back over here. There we go. It's going to stick on like that. So what we need to do is we need to stick this one on over here. That's our plan. So I'm going to take this glue bottle, get a little dab, because I don't want too much, so I don't want it to hit any of the other ones. Is there even any in there? Almost 50 years old. My hands don't work as well as I used to. So now I'm actually going to break this off. I'm going to just go just like that. Stick this in. Like that. Slide it off. Push it in a little bit. My fingers. There we go. Now, the only problem with doing this is I was trying to make it so... Now that'll magnetize on, and that should be fine. I think that'll be just fine. Well, actually worked out way better than I thought. Now, sadly, doing this, I knew I was probably going to knock a lot of the primer off this. So when it comes to painting, we're probably only going to paint this character. I don't know if we're going to get the arms painted, because the arms are quite unprimed now. But both arms are on. Our character is ready to go. And if we ever want to switch out the weapons to something else, we can just take the arms from the other weapons and stick them on there. Super awesome. just like that. Now, of course, if I was not streaming this, it would have only taken a few minutes. But streaming this and being able to chit chat is way more fun than just doing stuff down here. So there we go. Step 1, magnets done. All right, now step 2, paint the miniature. This is going to be a little tough because now we have to think about how I want to paint this miniature. Remember, Crimson Crocodile, right? Oh, that's not. There you go. Crimson Crocodile. Your glue is sad. It makes me feel better about my horrible job. No, you need a new job then, Matthew. You need a new job. You need a new job. All right. Let's see here. We are going to cover this glue bottle back up. I will say one thing. I like plastic glue better than super glue when it comes to gluing miniatures together. Plastic glue doesn't stick to my hands. Super glue sticks to my hands. Sometimes I've glued my hands together. That's my favorite. Now, I did not glue this to a base. I probably should have. Why don't we do that? Let's glue that to a base so I have something to hold on to while I paint the miniature. Okay, where are my bases? My bases are here somewhere. Oh, found them. Where are you? Come on, people. Tell me right over here. All right. Plastic glue is amazing. Yeah, it is. I mean, I splurged on it. I mean, this is actually the Citadel plastic glue. It's like from Citadel, and Citadel usually makes really good products. They're usually a little more expensive, but I just happened to be in my local gaming store, and I needed some primer or some glue, so I just picked it up. All right, got a 30 mil base, a thing, and a little thingy for it. All right, there you go. Okay, there you go. Got my 2 things. Now, of course, we have to file them a little bit, but I can get that right down over here. I've got my set of files. These are my files. I got my files. They're right here. They're the same. I use that same glue, smartass. You do? See? There you go. That glue's good. That glue's amazing. Everybody loves the glue. Oh, that's pretty good. Well, brand name fancy. Yeah, it is fancy. I would say, like I said, just happened to be at my store. That was, they had 2 steps. So step 2 is to paint. For me, step 2 has always been head to the ER to get my hands unstuck. I like your step 2 better. I've had step 2. I've had that step 2 before. Actually, I haven't gone to the ER, but I was thinking like, oh my gosh, this could be really bad. This could hurt a lot as I'm trying to rip it apart. And I've gotten it apart, but it hurt a little bit. But no, these bases are cool, but they are kind of they just need a little bit of filing there here. So I'm just gonna file this off a little bit here. I'm gonna file these things off here like that. There you go. I use Tamiya. Oh, I will look that up. Morganite is a diligent hobbyist. So what he says is pretty. If he's got an idea, I usually try to check it out. There are so many amazing people in the chat that have to do a lot of hobbying, more than I ever will. So please take their advice on things. That's amazing. I just go to work with the piece with the piece in your hand. There you go. Just go to. Oh, that'd be something. I mean, yeah, I could and just have a doctor cut it off. Not my hand, but the glue maybe. Hopefully the glue. There you go. Get that. There you go. Going around. I think that's the only part of these. That's only got one on it. Okay. There we go. Good enough. Okay. Glue that in there. I got my plastic glue for that. I'm just gonna glue it over here. Take this, just all over this thing. There it is. Like get all over there. Glue. Okay, go in there. Put in, perfect. Swivel it a little bit to really mix that glue in there. There you go. It's in. Glue done. There you go. I'm waiting for a new wet palette to deliver. I'm tired of the homemade kind. Oh yeah, see, I used to use a wet palette. I stopped using a wet palette a long time ago. I just didn't have a need for it. I mean, I really don't have a reason not to have one, but I just never really use one. For those of you interested in knowing what a wet palette is, it's a way that you can keep your paints that you're using, you can keep them wet so they don't dry out, so you can keep using the same color. Sometimes especially good if you're kind of mixing colors together and making a certain color, because you can keep that color fresh for you all the time. That's the deal. Mine is cool because you can put pieces of super glue, of sprue, sorry, in the bottle and make a gap filler. Oh! That's cool. I'll have to check that out. Fingers stuck together are a given, but don't be such a glue monster. It's a given. $5. Matthew, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, $5. I appreciate it. That's awesome for you. And for those of you joining out of that are just joining, I will just mention again that all super chats tonight and on Tuesday's Kingdom Death stream will be donated to the Hurricane Relief Fund of down in Florida, and Meet Me at the Table will match the donations tonight, and on Tuesday we will match it. So whatever we get, we are going to match. That's the plan. So thank you, Matthew. That's amazing. I thin paints all the time, so it is useful for me. Yeah, I don't thin paints. I just pull paint straight out of the bottle. Is it the exemplar one, Morga? Oh, that's what I'm waiting to have delivered. Oh, okay. The top wet palette is an exemplar. My by Game Envy #2 is Maestro. All right, there we go. If people need a wet palette, there we go. Wet palette. Can't even talk. But now we're going to glue this person to the base. So it's something to hold on to while we're painting tonight. Come on, glue, come out. Glue, come out, glue, come out. There we go. Boom. Okay. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put her. I'm going to put her right there. There we go. And we're just going to let that sit there for a little bit. I'm trying to empty one container a bit more to make some more sprue goo. Sprue goo. I like the name. I like that name. Sprue goo. I'm just holding it in place so it glues. Plastic glue glues pretty quick. I hope. Otherwise, it'll be a long night. In the meantime, let's get some paints. That's not it. That's it. Let's try the other one. Boom, nailed it. First try. First try on that one. So I've already created a mess. I got all these magnets. Time to get these magnets first. First, let's pick up our magnets. We take all our magnets, put them back in our, I've got a magnet holder here. It's a super good one. It's this like little box. I put all my magnets right there. There we go. Magnets go in there. Now, normally I try to keep the things that I use the magnets with the drill bits. That's my plan. So for these, for example, which I'm going to use again probably in the future, I want to make sure I keep these all together. So I got to find the bag. Here's a bag. I'm going to put this all together here. That's the deal. I'm going to open it up, and then we're going to put those magnets right in there. I'll put these magnets right in here. Here we go. Magnets in there. So they go in there. There we go. And they're going to go with this drill bit. So I'm going to unscrew the drill bit so I can get it out. There you go. Pull it out. Okay. And put it in here. And it goes with those so I don't screw that up. And there we go. That's it. Now I pack all that stuff up, put it in my little container, and goes to the side. Oh my goodness, I found the guitar. Really? Oh my gosh, I did. Oh, there's happiness and joy in the world. Oh my gosh, there's joy. I found guitar 2, 1 and 2. Oh, boom. Boom, I say. I'm super excited about that. There's a lot going on in chat. Barrett sprue has goo. Sprues have goo. Yeah, that'd be good. Watching this makes me realize why all those Kickstarters cost so much. Oh, my buddy is going to Dice Fest this year. Shadows of Brimstone Con. Yes, he's painting his 3rd mini for the competition. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You have to tell me how that goes. You have to tell me how that goes. I have not been there, of course. That's the deal. Oh, 3rd of his life. Well, hopefully I'm excited to hear how it goes. I'm planning on going to Dice Fest next year. I should probably go to Dice Fest sometimes. I want to talk about this. I am backing Story of Many. I think it has joy in the world, as Baron says. Oh, that I have to try that. I know that Derek over at Canje Studios did a video on it. So did Rolling Solo. Adam Smith did a video on it as well. So you check them out. I need to try it. I need to try it. I haven't backed it yet, actually. I should. Derek says I'd like it, so maybe I should just back it. Let's just back it. We'll see. We'll see. That's excellent news. I feel better about my purchases. That's always a good sign. Always a good thing. I'm going to put the drill press away. I don't need that. I don't need any of these files. And any of the files, we're done with the files. We're done with those. Put those away. All right. And now on to the fun. Now, I don't know how much we're going to get painted. We're probably going to get everything painted. We're going to start with the skin here. And now it's on the base, so I'm good. I can hold on to it. We're going to paint the skin. Let's paint the skin. I got skin colors here. I'm going to be using contrast paints tonight. I could use speed paints if I wanted to, but they're upstairs. We don't have them down here. And I actually am planning to use some of the Turbo Dork stuff tonight because I kind of want to do that with the cape. Because what do you call it? The Crimson Crocodile. I used some of the Turbo Dorks when painting him, so I want to kind of match that with the character. I think it'd be kind of cool. I'm passing on story of too many campaign games in this quarter, and we've got big RPGs coming in quarter 4 from Awakened Realms that I'm more interested in. Oh yeah, I am interested in that game as well. I can hardly wait to try that game. I want to play it. I forget, it's of course the name is escaping me, but Morganite's going to tell me what it is. It's, oh my gosh, what is the name? Now I can't remember it. Anyway, I'm going to find my thing here. If you don't get anything painted, it's still a win for me to hang out. You rock. Thanks, Mike. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Let's see. We're going to find, nope. I found it. Lands Over Shade. Thank you. Boom. There it is. Morganite, come through. Lands Over Shade. That's the game. I'm excited for that one. I just got done with Stalker. That was fun. Steve's interested in Stalker. I might send it out to Steve so he can do some videos on Stalker too, because I think he'd like that as well. He's a big kind of stealth guy, in case people don't know. And I played the most non-stealthy stealth game I've played in a while. But still pretty cool. So for those of you who've never used contrast paints before, contrast paints, you do need to shake them up. Some more than others. That's the deal. I appreciate you offering to send that. Yeah, you're getting it. You're getting it, so you're going to love it. Okay, let's see here. Here's we got first we're going to start with Gilliam Flesh. We're going to paint all the flesh. I usually always paint flesh first. Now, I could do super cool things like those rolls in Stalker were amazing and hilarious. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. You know, for those that haven't seen it, it was something else. It was something else. It was super, super good. I had a really good time doing that. What is going on here? All of a sudden, my computer just went nuts. I hate it when nuts. There we go. My computer's not nuts anymore. Oh, good. I'm not done. Okay. Rolls were amazing. That's true. I'm throwing my $2.75 for the all-in. I think sandbox games are always worth it. I agree. Dude, what's Steve's channel? Steve's channel is Co-op Guild. Co-op Guild right there. That is Steve from the Co-op Guild. He does a lot of stealth games. He has a lot of amazing stuff. You can see me there when we do co-op chat together. We try to do it every Saturday, but sometimes it always doesn't work out as well as we're hoping. I'm going to zoom my camera in here so you might get a little seasick, but that's okay. So we're going to paint some miniature here now. Finally, I'm going to do now, some people do, I don't do eyes. I just paint right over the eyes. Paint the flesh right over the eyes, call it a day. Call it a day. There we go. There we go. We're just going to paint Gilliam Flesh just right on this miniature's face, all over it. Now it does look, now the other thing you want to do before you really start painting, oh yeah, cool, I watched that one. One thing I also try to do is I try to make sure I see what the miniature's doing so that when we come at it, we're not just coming at it at full force without an idea here. So if we're looking at this miniature, we see, of course, she has her hair coming down here on both sides, which I could have chose different hair and head pieces for, but I really like that hair like that. I thought it was really cool. She does have the fingers from it coming off the back here, and of course she's got this cool looking cloak that's part of it as well. Trying to do all the drilling and stuff today. Some of the primer did kind of scrape off a little bit. I just actually recently primed this before the stream, so it might not have been fully dry yet, but that's okay. We're going to try to, there looks like some more flesh in there. Flesh here. Looks like the rest of it is all going to be, maybe this might be like a leather I might do. Things of that nature. Now, the coolest thing is this arm. This arm is super cool because it's the Crimson Crocodile's head. How awesome is that? I think that's super cool that they kind of incorporated like part of his head into this model. It's super good. That's what her other arm is. This arm that's coming out of here is a Crimson Crocodile's arm. I think that but you can still see her arm inside it on that side. I think that's super cool. I'm super excited for that. That's cool. Holy near injury miss, Batman. I almost grabbed the cookie tray with my bare hands. Don't do that. Use your glove. Use your glove. And for those of you that don't have an UV glove, go to Amazon right now and buy an UV glove. It might still be Amazon Prime week. Get some UV gloves. UV gloves are awesome. If only makeup could be put on that quickly. They need to make speed makeup. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Tim. They do need to do that. Yeah, there's a lot of detail, Mitch. Lots of detail. I think it's kind of cool how they do it. Kingdom Death is definitely no slouch when it comes to detail in their miniatures. All right. Let's keep on going here. What's the deal? Take a picture with your phone and zoom in to see details. That is a good tip. Mike has a good tip. Good tip. That Crockett is a shield weapon you can make. Well, not for me. It's going to be a, it's not going to be a shield weapon. It's going to have a guitar down here. I just like the arm. I think it's awesome. And if we can get a shield on later, so be it. That's awesome. Maybe, you know what? Actually, I could probably magnetize that hand. Let me see these guitars. Could I magnetize that hand? No. There is no way I can magnetize that hand. That is too small of a hook connection point. Not going to happen. We're just going to have a guitar on that because I think it's super cool. That's the deal. And who used shields in Kingdom Death? Come on. It's all about killing the monster as fast as you can. I'm waiting for the comments to come after that one. No, you didn't have one person with a shield. The hand defeats you again. Yes, yes, it does. The hand always defeats me, man. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. All right, so we do have some more flesh right here, so we're going to kind of get in there with this. Cool thing is it has a little, it has a neat, let's spin the miniature so I can get over on this side. This is a neat necklace on it, which is pretty cool. There we go. So I got that flesh on there. Now I did actually hit the necklace a little bit with my paint, but that's okay. Now with, what do you call it? Speed paint, or these kind of paints, these contrast paints and things. If you miss a spot or you screw up like that, if the paint is darker, it usually can go over the top of it. If it's lighter or it has a less pigment in it, it's not going to be able to go over that. So you're going to need to use some oopsie paint. And lucky for me, I have oopsie paint right here. It is Gray Seer Gray. Gray Seer Gray is your oopsie paint. If you ever make a mistake, you can always go back over it with oopsie paint and fix your mistakes. That's what it's for. And we also said this is also going to be flesh colored right here. This is her leg. And also when I'm painting, I try to rest my hand on the miniature. A lot of people sometimes use those hand-held things. I don't do that. I just rest my hand on the miniature itself. That's the deal on that. I'm going to do her leg here a little bit, all the way around. Need to kind of get in there, so I'm just going to kind of push my brush in there a little bit. And then I'll get the paint in there. There we go. There we go. That looks pretty awesome. Very excited about that. I could never get away with wearing an outfit like that. No, but you know what? Anybody can get away with wearing a cape like that is what I would call super cool. I need a cape like this. That would be awesome. I would love a cape like that. That'd be sweetness. Paint inside out, you perv. That's right. Inside out. That's what I need to do. True. It's a shield, fist, and tooth combo weapon that helps seal the deal. It is. Oh, well. We're not going to be doing that. It's the Jareth cape. The Jareth cape. I don't know Jareth. You have to tell me who that's from. Now you're going to tell me, and I'll be like, Baron, how do you not know that? We all need a cape like that. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Mike. We all need a cape like that because it's super good. Oh my God, super awesome. All right, now let's see here. Do I need to get... Now the question is, do I need to get back inside there? Is anybody ever going to see that? Because that needs to be your next thought here. I don't think anybody's going to see inside there. So I'm not going to... Oh, David Bowie in the Labyrinth. Well, thank you. Believe it or not, for all the nerddom I am and all the amazing things I've done in my life, that movie is the one thing I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen Labyrinth at all. I've never seen Labyrinth. I've seen so many other things. I haven't seen Labyrinth. I haven't seen Labyrinth. I know. I'm horrible. Yep, here we go. What? Oh, yes. There we go. Teams. It's super weird and creepy. It's true. I just watched Labyrinth recently. Chat gave me crap for not watching it when I was covered it on the news. Well, I know. It's because you were doing the board game of it. You had to. It's totally deal. Totally the deal. My disappointment is immeasurable. Well, Morganite, I have failed you. I apologize. And believe it or not, I don't even think it would be absolutely the coolest thing would be if actually Colin had seen that, the Labyrinth, and been like, oh, I've seen the Labyrinth. I'd be like, no way. Like the one thing you've watched that I haven't. That would be impossible. All right. So again, we're kind of turning the miniature as we go here because that way I can get into all the crevices of it. Not the best term probably. For this miniature. There we go. Now that I got the paint on, I want to kind of smooth it and push it down a little bit because especially with speed paints, they have a tendency to kind of, they're really good for things that have a lot of, what do you call it? You can call it texture and stuff, but for straight things like this, it's sometimes a little bit tough to get them so it's exact, like without it like looking weird. So sometimes I'll go through back this with actual paint and just kind of paint something on there to make it kind of cover up some of the fact that it kind of looks like a little lines, a little bit liney. Linus? Does that need some up here? Yeah, it does. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that's done. Time to unsubscribe. Oh, you guys are awesome. Pause the stream and go watch Labyrinth right now. We'll wait for you to get back. Dave, you haven't seen Labyrinth? Has Colin been rubbing off on you? Exactly, Steve. Exactly. I knew I was going to get this one. This one I knew was coming. At some point in my career of doing streams and chats and all this stuff, I knew this movie and one day will come up and people will be like, oh, that's from Labyrinth. I'm like, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one. I'm a horrible man. The alternate little was a brownie. The alternate title was Bowie's Bulge. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. You will have to watch Dark Crystal before you get Abyssal Wood. Poots is a fan of it. Don't want to miss out of those references. Oh, I love Dark Crystal. Dark Crystal is really good. That's Dark Crystal in the theater. I didn't see it in the theater, but I do know it. Dark Crystal is awesome. This is true. It has that like those. I don't know the names of all the creatures, but I mean I know they had like the bat creature that could run real fast, and they had the vulture creatures or whatever with that one person who kept going, which was really weird. That's all I kept walking around doing. And they wasn't that. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. My disappointment is measurable on the metric scale. I feel important bit of doesn't mean stuff. The next thing you're going to say is you've never seen Neverending Story. Oh no, we actually just recently watched Neverending Story. We showed it to our kids, and I didn't realize. Okay, you know when you watch a movie and you're like, "Oh, this movie's so great." I remember watching this when I was a kid, and then you watch it again, like now, and you go, "The movie held up, but some of the special effects didn't." Riding on the dragon, that just didn't hold up as well as it used to, as it does now. But all the rest of the movie worked. Everything else works perfect. It was the riding on the dragon. That was a little bit tough. The era of traumatic children's movies. Yes. Oh my gosh, there was an era. This is true. That is true. Pass emotional trauma to the next generation. That's right. Did you still cry when the horse died? No, I did not. Lotus Girl. I apologize. I did not. But my 11-year-old did. He was very upset that the horse did not make it. Did not make it at all. Lotus Girl, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Awesome to have you here. Awesome to have you here. Yes. Nope. Did not cry for the horse. Sorry. All right. So now we're going to go back up here. Now I have to decide. I think I want to do. What have I got here? I've got purple. No. I've got gray. No. No, I don't got gray. What else have I got up here? I've got more purple. Oh, I've got a really good color here. What's wolf gray crap? What's what I got over here? Here we go. Turquoise. Pterodon turquoise. Pterodon turquoise is going to be the key to victory here. I wonder if I should do the cape in Pterodon turquoise. Would a cape look good in turquoise? Or should I just do, okay. Now I got to figure this out. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do here. So I'm thinking about doing You know, normally I do like these loincloths in like a gray or brown and stuff like that. But what if I did it like in a turquoise? That'd be kind of cool. Turbo Dork Cape. Okay, Turbo Dork Cape, done. The softies didn't grow up on the last unicorn. Fear and trauma for life. Oh yeah, they need that. Magic, do as you will. Magic, do as you will. Magic, do as you will. I remember the last unicorn. And the best part is the song. The song was so good. The song was so good. That was good. That was good. That was good. Keep it coming, Atreyu. Yep, working on it. That's pretty good. Turquoise and plum. Turquoise and plum. I could do turquoise and plum. Turquoise and plum. What else? What did we say? Oh, but Turbo Dark. I got Turbo Darks. Let's see what I got for Turbo Darks. Let's see what I got. Oh, ooh. I've got. Well, you can't see this one because it's my face. Let's hit the button. I've got this. I've got Summoning Sickness. I could use that's a greenish color. I could do on the cloak. Or I've got Orange You Glad. Could be for the cloak. So which character's mini is this? Oh, this is oh my gosh, this is mine. This is the one I'm playing. This is the one that has that has an entire set of crimson crocodile armor. The one with the bleeding tokens, starts the bleeding tokens. Renee. This is Renee. This is Renee, which is gonna be awesome. Actually, having a mini wearing the Croc set will be a helpful reminder to do the immortal spin. Yes, 100%. Instead of seeing that, do summoning sickness. That's hilarious. Yeah, I know. Turbo Dork. That was the perfect color for Rose. Turbo Dork. That was the perfect color for Rose. Steve Mini will be the one with the dog chewed on. The one the Steve Mini will be the one the dog chewed on. yeah, it is. It's long gone. Oh, it reminds me, I have to put the blood splotch on there for this coming up. Okay, let's see what else we got. I've also got this one. This is a little bit brighter one. This is actually one of their newer models. This is Appleseed. This is one of the Turbo Dork samples. Oh, neat. Turbo Dork. Did you paint the Dung Beetle Knight using that? I have not even built the Dung Beetle Knight yet. It is actually in a box right there. Anything that you have seen me play is all I've built for this game. All the rest of the models are still up there. Like all the rest of the Grambler's chest is right down there. I just pulled it out to do these. All the rest of the expansion models are actually all up there. I have not built them yet. It didn't exist when I painted mine. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Maybe we can go back over it. Turquoise, purple, and orange are awesome, but is the Croc green? I painted the Croc kind of a yellowish brown is what I did, but I really wanted to make this person like stand out. I think it would be kind of cool. So I thought if we did some really cool, that's why I was thinking maybe the orange, because I know I put the orange, or did I put this color in? Maybe I put hemoglobin. I think I put hemoglobin in there because I think this is what I painted the back tail with. We're going to go with hemoglobin. We're going to paint this hemoglobin. I think that's going to be awesome. And by the way, yes, the name of the Turbo Dork paints are probably the greatest thing of all time. Like when you got things like Summoning Sickness, Appleseed, Hemoglobin, come on, that's awesome. That's amazing. Turbo Dork will be perfect for the Dung Beetle Knight. I think I've seen a few people do that, which is super cool to see. Best part, the best part, brah, is you need a black base for the Dork. Yes, you do, kind of. I've done it without it, and it seems to work okay. It's not like it has to be black. It helps. It helps. That's the deal. Yeah, brah, color shifter. Yeah, I'm talking crap about Matt. Oh, are you? I missed it. Oh, that's good. Time for me to call it a night. Thank you for the wonderful stream. Good night, sir. Good night, Steve. Awesome to see you. Thank you so much for joining. It's great to have you here. Let's see here. Should I do this in team one? Let's see what happens. What's the worst thing that happens? I reprime it. Now, Turbo Dork paints, you have to shake up quite a bit. And yes, you probably should, because I will say, he is exactly right. If you read on the back, it will say right here, shake well before use, make sure tip is clear, apply over black, white, or white to black Zenthal. Paint 3 to 5 thin layers with airbrush or hand brush. So I do have to do a lot of things for it. So that's the deal. So it is a little bit different than most of the other paints I use. I usually use like the, I wish I had like an ice blue. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, I got this blue. I got this blue. What's this? I got this paint called Dork. It's blue. It's all blue. I could just do that. I think I'm going to try the hemoglobin. This would be kind of neat. See how it goes. Could be a bad idea. And if it is, like I said, just paint over something else. Okay. So I actually got to get a palette in here. This actually have to use a palette here. That's the deal. And that's the new stuff. Old school was black only. Oh, I know. I've got so many things primed in black when I was originally doing stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so hard to paint like red, yellow, and stuff on things. Like I actually had to. I learned a trick a long time ago. There's this color from Games Workshop called Denim Stone, which is pretty much gray sear gray. It was Denim Stone. So anytime you primed everything in black. And then anything you wanted to have like a bright color like yellow or something like that, you had to paint denim stone on it first, because that would be like a lighter gray, and then you could paint your more powerful, like lighter, brighter color on it. I've only used speed paints. One coat is all I have attention for. 100% Lotus Girl, 100%. I'm on board with that. I only have enough time for that too. Not to mention, so many games to play, so many games to paint. Don't got time to put 10 layers of paint on something. But that's just me. That's why my painting, the way I paint is I produce a slop and drop technique. So that I slop the paint on and then I drop it on the table. There's no like awesome things. I'm not going for a magic speed brush, golden demon thing or anything like that. I've still never painted minis. Y'all make it look too easy. I don't make it look too easy. I feel that, Lotus. Oh, 100%. 100%. All right, I think that's enough. Let's see, put some of this on here. All right, there we go. We got some turbo dark paint. Let's see how this works. This could be bad, could be good. We'll see how it goes. We'll take some on our brush here. I'm gonna start right here. We're gonna see what happens. Now remember, it's gonna have to use 4 or 5 coats of this stuff. 3 to 5 coats. Now, like they said, it's not going to show up at all first time through, but you can still kind of get a little bit of it. That's the deal. We'll see if this works here. Just kind of putting on. What I should, now you know what? I'm looking at this and seeing what's going on. There might be a way to do this. What if I used I wonder if I would have put a paint. Oh, it's actually working. All right, this is gonna be fine. There you go. So this kind of, as you can see, it kind of shines through, but it's still going to have kind of that gray undertone, which is going to be okay. Those of you don't have not looked, my hand over here is mixing this paint up. It's kind of, one thing about turbo dark paint is really kind of a thick, it's almost like painting glue onto your miniatures. But I think I'm only going to do the bottom part of it. I'm going to paint the top half with something else. I think it'll be really kind of cool. Yeah, priming black is old school. I also learned to prime black. It is really nice for shadows and cracks and such. Now you can just really get nice washes and inks. This is true. They make it look sexy. That's right. I should probably buy that game. That was on sale on Prime for $9. Wish I just go white and wash with whole model in black. Speed paint away. Yeah, I like that. I prefer black unless the overall color scheme is bright and pasty. Oh, so Morgan, you still use black. That's pretty awesome to hear. Pretty awesome to hear. So again, I'm just gonna paint the one. Now it does say we need 5 or 6 coats of this, 3 or 4 to 5 coats of this. So it is going to take a while to get this up and running. So this is definitely not going to be done tonight, this part of it, but we're going to get 1 coat on it and move on to something else. We're going to go all the way up there, just like that. Now, one thing I could have done if I was really ambitious, I could have primed all these individually before I assembled this miniature. You could definitely assemble the miniature and then, or not assemble it and paint it that way. My color schemes are always never bright. That's pretty awesome. I can paint the boots, but I can't purchase the thigh-high boots. These are expensive. Oh, I know. Look at her boots. Those are so good. Yeah, Kingdom Death, you get away with priming black still. King Gambler and such. Oh, I never thought about that. I haven't put the Gambler together. All the Warhammer guys are black only. 17 coats of tan on 30 models. Yes. Oh my gosh. When I used to paint my Warhammer models, I used to listen to like podcasts on how they paint this stuff. And like, oh yeah, I did this, I did this. What did I used to listen to? I used to listen to, oh, I forget what it is. It was two guys out of England, or like a couple guys out of England that talked a lot about it. Forget the name of the guys that I used to listen to. And I also used to listen to, like, I think it was called the Wogcast was another one, because I played Orcs Goblins. Listen to Wogcast a lot. But that was a long time ago. All right. So see, it's kind of, you're seeing the shine on this, which is kind of cool. I like that. Okay. Let me get back here. Now, I don't want to really hit the miniature because that's going to be real shiny then. We don't want that. I'm going to kind of get way back in there. Way back in there. That's my plan here. There we go. A little bit more. Oofda. Hope I hit the miniature. Oh well. I can go back to my oopsie paint and fix that. There we go. I wonder if this starts dry enough now to be able to hit it again. Not bad. I'm digging hemoglobin. I'm digging that like kind of shiny color on the back, kind of the blood color. It's kind of cool. So bringing up Middara again, hint, hint. Do you think you will restart for 1.1 or something? Just equipment and talents, can't decide which to do. Actually, funny you should mention that, Lois Girl. My next video is Middara. I put all the 1.2 stuff in for my 1.2, and I actually just kind of swapped out. I had purchased a accessory for all my characters for 30, because why wouldn't you? They're 30 if you get them before you go to the next set of gear levels. And so what I did is I just pulled those, because now in the 1.2 they're more expensive. I also had to, and also whenever they do an update like this, 1.1 I did this, and also in 1.2 I did this. I kind of give myself a free redo, a free like respec. So I respec 2 of my characters, because one of the abilities that one had actually is level 2 now instead of level 1, so it didn't have the experience to cover all those things, because it never had a level 1 thing then. And in order to get a level 2, you had to have a level 1 that. So I did respec 2 of the characters so that they would have that. Yeah. Hope that makes sense. So I did a quick respec, and I've got 3 videos coming from Middara. I'm recording one tomorrow. I'm going to try to record one Monday, and then the next Monday, I'm going to try to get one done. My goal is to get 3 of those done. 2 of them are going to get us through a side quest, and then the next one is going to be moving on in the campaign. The reason I want to do it is because I did notice that Middara is doing like a special sale on their, I think it's their website right now, that may be 20% off or something, I think. Don't quote me. Go to the website, check it out. And so I thought it'd be kind of cool for people to know about it, so I thought I'd do some videos on it so people could see it. Not to mention, I love the game, and I was looking at all the games I have, like all these games back here. I was looking at all these games, all the campaign games I have and everything, and I was kind of putting them into I was thinking, I was figuring out why I like each one and why I need to go back to it. And the one that kept coming up was Middara. Like, I like this a lot. I should go play this. Who has the best story? Middara's amazing story. And other ones did too. Which ones are easier to get to table? Which ones are, like, what are the mechanics in these so good? And things of that nature. I know, like, in theory in October I should be doing scary games, but that's okay. So we'll see how it goes. Speaking of 17 codes, hello. Yes, yeah, can't wait. They're also selling Act 2. Oh, they are also selling Act 2 and 3. Good to know. Thank you, Tim, for letting us know. Rock on, can't watch, though. No, totally understand. Hey, everybody, hope you're having having a good evening. Brent, awesome to see you. We are having a great evening. It is amazing. We are doing we are painting up this guy, this girl. This is we just kind of started. Because I had to magnetize her first. So, like, I magnetized the arms on our character here first. So she's got 2 arms now that I magnetized. So they're all set to go. So her arms are on there. I just need to glue the hands on now. But I thought I'd start painting it too since I had the time. So we're also working on that. We're doing this like hemoglobin type coat. So it's got like this real shiny coat on. I think it's kind of cool. It's gonna be awesome. I think I just saw Act 2 and 3 are shipping soon. If they're shipping soon, that'd be awesome. I can't guarantee that's going to happen. I'll have to look again to see if that's the case. Sweet! I got to get Act 1 done first. Or something else might be the Kickstarter updates. I'll have little character packs that ship out frequently. This is true. That's true. So yeah, we're painting. Also, we are also, if anybody is interested out there in internet land, we are doing Hurricane Relief Fund today and on Tuesday. Any super chats done today and Tuesday will go towards the Hurricane Relief Fund to the Red Cross. Then Meet Me at the Table is going to match that. So anything donated today is going to be going towards that. And also when we do our Kingdom Death stream, it's going to be like that. And I'm going to have Steve the Genius like teach me how to put like a banner or something on the stream so people can see it all the time. I've been pretty behind on deliveries, so I'll wait and pick it up at Gen Con. They're always there. I still have half of Act 1. Yeah, it's true. That's true. Brah. For 225 April of 2025 estimated ship date. You have to paint from inside out, like painting the cleavage first. This is true. I always do that first. I always paint the skin first. That's the deal. Okay, April. I knew I just saw the Kickstarter update talking about it recently. Okay, so April. That's the deal. Oh, Brent, that's amazing. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. You are amazing. You are amazing. Thank you so much for the donation. $20. That goes towards the Hurricane Relief Fund. We can help the people down in Florida and the affected areas. Be awesome. Thank you so much for your donation. That's awesome. Now, with Turbo Dorks, we have to put multiple layers on, so I'm going for my second layer here of this. Again, it just kind of helps this stand out more. And this was one of the few Turbo Dork paints that does actually work over a different color than black. Like if you look at this one does say apply over from result apply over orange. This one's supposed to apply over orange, so I'm failing at finding the black ones. That's good work, Barrett. It's great. So mental note, paint orange and then paint that. So we'll keep on going here. Super good. Let's load it up. They're advertising a lot because backer kit ends in the beginning of November if you want to order more stuff. Oh, good to hear. Thanks for carrying me at the table. Oh, Lotus Girl, thank you so much. Woot! Another 10. I appreciate it. You are amazing. Thank you so much for the super chat, helping out the Hurricane Relief Fund. Every little bit helps. Colin and I talked about it. We thought let's do something because we didn't have anything like that here because in Minnesota we don't get hurricanes. So we figure why not help the people do. So thank you so much for that. That's awesome. Thank you, Lotus Girl. Thank you, Lotus Girl, and all the rest that did that too. Matt and Josh and Brent and all the rest. That's great. Great. Oh, you're looking at my face while I'm painting. Good job, Barrett. Way to go. Good camera work. So amazing, am I? Let's keep going here. We're on our second layer of the Turbo Dork paint. Get that on. After we get that on, and you can already tell the difference. So you see the vibrant color there, and you see on the inside it's not as vibrant. So it is going stuff. Mitch, what Brent said. Mitch, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate this. I can hardly wait to send this off. As soon as we're done, I am making that donation out to the Red Cross for the Hurricane Relief Fund. That's going to be super good. I'm excited for that. Because I know that even some of the people that join us on chat sometimes are probably not here because of what is going on out there. And so it's good that we can help whenever we can. So thank you all for helping today. That's awesome. Again, still continuing with this. His name is Parent, Parent, faster than lightning. No one you see is smarter than he. That's my Flipper song turned into my name because I'm awesome. I'm assuming Colin had his baby. Everyone is happy in hell. Yes, Colin did have his baby. Logan is the baby's name. Logan is doing fantastic. Mom is also doing fantastic. The whole family is doing great. They are settling in with new baby. But we are coming back to Kingdom Death on Tuesday. We did take a week off for that. That's the deal. But Brent's name is Brent. This is true. Brent's name is Brent. Good for him. Yep, good for him. So yes, he is on maternity leave right now. I think he just put a few videos up for Dresden Files. He's got, he's doing Primal next. Primal is coming back to meet me at the table. He is doing a Primal video, which would be pretty sweet because we know how good Primal is. That's gonna be awesome. So Primal will be back soon. I can hardly wait for that. And he used one of my favorite. He used one of the what do you call it? Again, you're looking at my face. Good job, Baron. Let's go down here. He's used one of the expansion characters, the one I like a lot, which is like the one with the knives that goes back and forth. It's super awesome. Colin had a baby. Wow, he didn't even look pregnant. Congrats to him. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Let's see here. I think that's doing pretty good. Okay, so I like that. I like the hemoglobin color. Well, I like the fact that I heard something fall off, but I don't know what it was. No, not one of my magnets. So did I drop it on like the? Okay, we're gonna move these things out of here so I don't accidentally. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna break those. We got hemoglobin on there. Oh my gosh, that thing looks awesome, dude. That's gonna be so good. I'm super pumped for that. I'm super pumped. That cape looks awesome. I kind of wonder what if I do the whole cape. Need to come all the way up to here. Or do I want to go turquoise on the cape? What would go good with that color? What color would go good with this hemoglobin color? I'm not good at that kind of stuff. As my wife would say, I can every time I come down or come from upstairs after getting dressed, like, you're wearing that? That doesn't even match. Well, like, doesn't? No. I'm like, oh. That's too bad. It's hard to know until the final coat's on. Well, this is the coat. It's going to be the final coat. Be that one like that. That's what it's going to look like. It's kind of a reddish brown kind of. Well, it actually looks like hemoglobin. It looks almost like dried blood. That's shiny. That's the deal. It's a brown to gold color. Yeah, kind of a brown to gold color. That's exactly what you're going to see. Brown to gold. That's the deal. It's metallic looking in real life, or is that the camera? No, it is. It's metallic. It's very metallic looking. It looks exactly like that when it's done. What you're seeing is what it looks like. Maybe if I don't shine it right in the light, it's going to look like a little more like that. Does that help a little bit more, not having such a bright light on it? Maybe that helps a little bit. It's kind of a reddish brown. That's the deal. Gold reminds me of Wonder Woman. Oh, it does kind of remind me of Wonder Woman. It's true. That's kind of cool. That's the deal. So now I have to decide if I want to paint that part of the cloak the same color or I want to go a different color. And there is a chance that this, see that dot right there? That could be a, what do you call it? Quiver. Quiver of arrows can eventually be attached to that if I want it to be. So we might actually glue the quiver of arrows in there just to have it. I used to intentionally mismatch my clothes. I've never been good color coordination. Yeah, join the club. Join the club. Okay, we know we're going to paint these probably a, we're going to paint those brown. So let's paint those brown. And then I got to figure out if I want to, and the boots, so this is like a legging. So maybe I'll paint those like that. I'll paint those like a skeletal brown. That'd be neat. It would seem appropriate to have red since it's the crimson set, but you do you. Oh, I never thought about that. That's probably a good idea. Oh, what if I did red at the top? Okay, that's it. That's fantastic. You are genius. You are a genius. Let me see if I can find one. Let me see if I can find one. That's me. I don't care about me. Let's go up here. See if I can find one amongst this hodgepodge of things. I've got things and stuff up here. For those of you who have never seen my painting station, this is my painting station. I've got cards that my one of my best friend's wife makes me birthday cards all the time, so I can always keep those handy, which are awesome. Then what else? I've always got Ahsoka is always here painting with me. She is always here. She's from Disney Infinity. She is not also in Lego form as well now. What else do I have here? I've got my my Lego alien guy. He's got an alien bursting out of the chest, which is absolutely awesome. That's my guy who hangs out with me. I've got my plasma cutter. This is from Dead Space. I got this from Dead Space. It actually has like the little light in it that lights up. I've got that. That's always with me. These are die-cast alien miniatures. I always have these with me too. These are the things I have with me. These are alien miniatures. Move you so I don't screw you up. But these are the miniatures I was going to use. These are from, what do you call it? When this game originally came out, the Aliens game in 1989 or something, it came out with a set of miniatures for it. I painted them up. So, super cool. Those are always with me. The Aliens my favorite movie, in case people don't know. What else I got? I got some stuff for my kids that has a spider on it. So that's going to go over here because I'm deathly afraid of spiders. Oh my gosh, hate spiders. Oh, spiders. Okay. What else I got? Oh, this is my... This was the my 11th grade class I taught when I was in Poland. I taught this in the group of kids I taught when I was in Poland. Yeah, look at me. I used to have hair. Can you believe that? I used to have hair when I was younger. That's amazing. I was in the Peace Corps for 2 years, so that's one of the classes I taught when I was over there. 11th graders. So yeah, that's I think a lot of my stuff I have up here. Not too much more. I'm gonna put this back here. There we go. All right, now I gotta find a color. Oh yes. Oh, look at these. Did I show you this? Oh, this is so cool. This is glow-in-the-dark paint. If I ever decide to make something that needs to glow in the dark, I've got glow-in-the-dark paint, for crying out loud. Oh, someday I'll use that. I don't know what I'm not going to use it now, though. That's the deal. I don't see why it's such a big deal. That's right. I saw some anime wall scrolls in the background. Do you enjoy that as well? Yes, I do. I used to. Or I shouldn't say used to. I still do. I watch anime quite a bit. Quite a bit. That's just two of them. I've got Gunslinger Girl there, Gunslinger Girl there, right behind me as well. This side right here. And then I've got my .hack poster up here, or wall scroll. I've got a whole bunch more wall scrolls up here behind these games. That my goal then, when we do these paintings, you just kind of switch them out every once in a while. That's my deal. You never had hair. I did. No, I photoshopped it back in like, when did I do that? 1994. Or 98. Was I there 98 to 2000? I think that's when I was. Put the glow-in-the-dark paint in my hair. All right, it's coming to Gen Con next year. You can have it in your hair. That'll be the deal. Cookies are done. I only ate 3. Morganite, that's awesome. I hope the cookies are glorious. They must be great if you ate 3. That's the deal. All right, so I got to find the paint. Oh my gosh, that's what I was doing, looking for paint. Oh, look, my kid also built me this. He just built me this. He knows how much I like the X-Men. So he built me this thing. He made this out of Legos. It's got Magneto and Wolverine and Cyclops. He made this for me, which is pretty sweet. Nice kid. Nice kid. All right. Let's see here. We are going to look for, oh yes, looking for red, crimson. And I actually do have crimson. Oh, I wonder if I should paint. Okay, so I got Blood Angels red. You're awesome. Thank you, Matthew. You're awesome too. Or I could paint it this, which is going to be interesting. I've never tried this before. We could try this. I have this technical paint called Blood for the Blood God, which is supposed to kind of be more like making drippy blood. I love Legos. I do too, Mitch. I just wish they weren't so expensive. Or I could paint it with this crimson red. Do I have the crimson color here so people can see this? Or Blood Angels red. I don't actually have a crimson, do I? Huh. I do kind of, but it's not really that great. I got chaotic red. I don't like that. What's this? Voluptuous pink? No. 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 So I got to debate which one. Let's try this. We're going to try this. This is going to be, if again, bad idea. Just paint over it with something red, with something gray. We're going to try this blood for the blood god. It's going to be a really thick blood color, real thick red. I think that'll be okay for the top part of this. And then we're going to paint the fingers are going to be more of a brown color. I think that's going to be the plan. Let's see how this works. This is supposed to be really technical type paint. As you can see, it's a really kind of gooey, drippy paint. It's supposed to be like you're painting blood on there. So that looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks like blood. And then I might actually put a red wash on it, or maybe a black something on it. But that'll also be pretty cool. I think that'll be awesome, pretty neat here. You should occasionally do a game on Tabletop Simulator with your followers, or maybe Patreon. I want to play a game with you guys. That would be pretty cool. We normally I don't actually do Tabletop Simulator. I think I have it on my computer. Like, it's interesting because there's even some like game designers and stuff be like, oh, we'd love to show you this game. Do you have Tabletop Simulator to show you? I'm like, well, I do. I don't really like using Tabletop Simulator because it just doesn't feel the same for me. And I know Colin doesn't use Tabletop Simulator either because he works at a computer all day, so he doesn't like to have to be at a computer then to play board games. He wants to step away from the computer, which I totally get. I totally get that, 100%. That's the deal. Legos either go on my brain or I stepped on my bare foot. Oh yeah, yep. I stepped on the Lego. Now, so far we're looking like this. Again, I think it's gonna be kind of good. Like this. Not a contrast paint, but that's okay. I think that's cool. I like how if I put it on really thick, it really kind of looks like blood. That's kind of cool. Succubus put up the whole first act of Middara with the nice scripts on Tabletop Simulator. For those who want to try it out, by the way. This is true. That is true. Please, if you're interested in Middara, please check that out. That's 100% true. For sure. I haven't tried it, but I do like the fact that is, I have to say, that is one thing that they can do that is so good, is you can script things. So like, oh, you're going to do this battle. Okay, let me just press this button. Ta-da, battle. I'm like, oh, I don't have to set up the entire board. That took like 45 minutes. But for some, that's part of the fun. Part of the, oh boy. Well, I just dropped the paintbrush on the ground. Go ahead and hit the miniature with it. I don't think I did. Nope, got lucky. Okay, before I make too much of a mess here, oh, I almost made a mess. That was great. We're going to grab this. We're going to put this in here. Okay, this is my handy dandy paint holder. Jojo, first time catching you live. Nice. Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. We are painting up our next Kingdom Death monster miniature that we're going to be using in the game, because we have a full set of Crimson crocodile gear, so we're painting her up. She's looking awesome so far. We've got a cool looking cloak on her we're working on. She's got this super cool cloak with some little blood in there. That's the deal. And at the beginning of the stream, we magnetized her hands, so her hands are magnetized to it. So we can just go bloop, and the arms just go right on there, bloop, just like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. That worked out really well. Now let's paint this up. So this was given to me by Ryan from Meeple Marathon. In case people don't know who that is, he's also another awesome board game streamer. Ryan from Meeple Marathon saw me spill an entire set of red paint right here. You can kind of see some of it here, and went, "Oh my gosh, that's you need something for that." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So his son and his grandfather made this for me so that I wouldn't spill my paint anymore. Very, very kind of him, and it's worked wonders. I don't spill my paint when I use it. That's funny. I was able to add a little blood after stepping on the Lego. The red colors seem to come together. That's right. Oh, that's so good. Oh, Jojo, it's good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. It's awesome to have you. Glad you could make a stream. And if you're interested, we are going to be continuing Kingdom Death on Tuesday this week. If you want to join that stream as well, we are going to be continuing playing that game come this Tuesday. Right now we're working on this cloak. I'm kind of painting it with this blood color here. I think it's kind of neat because this is like it was pointed out to me by Lotus Girl, it is called the Crimson Crocodile. You might want a little crimson in there, and she's absolutely right. You probably want a little bit of crimson in there. So painting some crimson in here, which is this red. Not really crimson, it's more blood red. I think it'll work. That's the deal. And now I'm just kind of touching the miniature with it with the paint and then kind of pushing the brush into where that hair is because I don't want to hit the hair with the red. Should paint her hair red. Not her hair. I mean, I wonder if I like, you know, like have a redhead. I think that'd be kind of cool. And get really close. Don't want to hit that hair though. There we go. Perfect. That's pretty awesome. Now this part I don't have to worry too much about because of course that will be, okay, I'm not happy with this camera. We're gonna have a different camera next time. I apologize. This camera's not the greatest. I don't have to worry about this because of course that's all gonna be covered by the arm that is magnetized to it. So I'm not too worried about that. You're going to hear me. I'm actually putting it in water and then I'm wiping the brush along a paper towel so I can get the point back to it. And then I'm getting some more paint in the brush. There we go. What was I going to hit? I saw something I was going to hit. Oh, this over here. There we go. There we go. I think we're good. I think we got it. Nope, need a little bit more. There's a little bit more left to do. Redheads, they have the secret. I see. Interestingly enough, more often than not, when it comes to anesthesia, redheads are actually also have they react differently to anesthetics than everybody else. At least that's the theory. I've seen it slightly in practice. There we go. That's the deal. I haven't played KDM since pre-COVID. Most of the parties moved to the west side of the country. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. That happened kind of in my Gloomhaven group that we were playing with. And during COVID, like all the people I had that played Gloomhaven with me all moved farther away. So it was like, we can't really do it too much anymore. It became really tough. Okay, so there we go. We got our cloak red. I think it's a really cool, like that. Oh, I like that. I think that works really good. What do people think? Think it looks okay? I think it looks great. I think it looks awesome. I think it's super good. Super fun. Auburn redhead here. We absolutely do react differently. Yes. And the only reason I know that is, of course, I work in surgery, so I know that. I've seen it. I work at a surgery center. So we do surgeries all day long. I was working there for 10 hours today. That's what I do. Good stuff. Thank you, Mitch. Looks great, he said. Looks great. Looks great. Okay. What else we gotta do? Okay, we got that done. Now, we were also going to work on this. We know the boots or these leggings are going to, I usually use something like, oh, maybe Fire Seer Flesh. That sounds pretty awesome, don't they? Well, Crimea River when you can play Gloom online. True, you could just play it online. Could play it online, but again, I'm so behind on like games like that. The last video, oh, actually, I'm playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That's the game I'm playing right now. When you get a chance. I usually play it. I have a tendency to not play games very much, but I've played them a lot more recently because of the schedule I have now. With Puppy, my wife helps put the kids, or takes the kids upstairs, or takes one of the kids upstairs at about 7:30. So from 8, I guess 8:30 to 9:30, I'm in charge of the Puppy upstairs. So we actually have our Xbox upstairs. So I just play that game, and that's what I'm working on. Anesthesia. Local anesthetics doesn't work on me as well. I need a higher dose or I'll still feel it and be awake. Yep. And it's interesting because people know that. So it's one of the things they work on. Now, the problem is if I do her with fire, I really like the idea of, no, I don't like that. We're going to go with, okay. I'm going to try something. Okay. Let me just go with this. Okay. Here's the options. Do I go with yellow, and then tomorrow I kind of put in some orange highlights on the hair? Kind of put a little, or I could even dry brush some orange onto it. Or do I just paint the whole thing orange? Or do I go super out of control and give her something like blue hair or something? I don't know what to do about her hair. I think I like the yellow idea, and then we go back and do some orange highlights on it or something. I think that might go dark then light. Go dark then light. Okay, go orange then yellow. I like it. Okay, we're gonna do orange first. Now this one I actually put a metal ball in to help shake it up. That's what you're hearing. And I've got those right here. And these are made by Army Painter. They're these like mixing balls. And you can put them in some of the paints to help keep them, to mix them up. You're supposed to, I mean, they're Army Painters, so they're supposed to be using for like the Army Painter paints like this. But I put them in my contrast paint because sometimes, no. Red for the boots and bottom loincloth and black for the hair with some red highlights. Fierce. Dude, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. All right, that I'm doing. That sounds awesome. Sorry, Matthew. That sounds way cool. Red for the boots and bottom loincloth and black for the hair with some red highlights. I like that. Okay, so we're going to go, see if I got this right. We're going to do, red highlights are awesome. I like this. This is going to be good. Be good. Red for the boots and bottom loincloth. And okay, black for the hair. So we're going to do black first, because then I can dry and I can get some red highlights in it. Gotta find black. That's the first part. Oh, let's see here. Oh, here it is. Black Templar. This is the paint we need. Black Templar. Okay. We're going to shake Black Templar. Now, Black Templar, I don't need to shake too much. It mixes pretty easily. All right, put in my don't spill pot. We're going to take some of that. We're going to paint the hair black. All right. Have to be careful coming through here that I don't hit her face. And she's also got earrings on. Interesting. I don't want to hit the earrings either. When I missed her neck, I got to paint her neck too. Paint her hair. Okay. A touch. Not much. This comes so close to her leg. I'm totally gonna hit her leg. I'll be okay. A little more. There we go. Perfect. One more. Did I get it all? Yes, I did. Okay. Those aren't earrings. Those are actually her hair. There we go. It's getting good. Oh, it has the croc fingers as a cowl of the cape. Creepy. Yes, it does. Isn't that cool? That's so neat, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Yes, that's super cool. That's super cool. All right, now we're going to get the rest of her hair here. Follow that down to about there. Now there's a little hairband there that I want to kind of get with a brown or something. Oh, who am I kidding? It's going to be red. I'm digging the fact she has these super long braids. This is super cool. There we go. We got it all. Okay. That looks sweet. Okay. Got her hair is done for the most part now. I'm so mad at that camera. All right. We got to get different cape. Creepier if the fingers still wiggle. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't have ability to do that. I can't do that. Looks like the bottom of the boots are croc feet as well. Yes, they are. She's coming together very pretty. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Yes, it does have some croc feet for the bottom boots too. We got to figure out what I want to do about that. Maybe something else. All right. So now we got to do the loincloth. Boots and bottom loincloth are black. Known red for the boots and bottom loincloth. We're going to do red for this. See here, this is all one piece coming into here. This is all one piece here, here, coming down. Now I could just do the middle part red and make this part more of a, no, I think the red is better. But the red goes like all the way up. But then red for the boots. We're going to put the boots are going to be red. And this is going to be red. All right. Got it. This is interesting, but it's almost midnight and work comes tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving if any of their Canadians here. Oh, I am not. Well, I'm not Canadian, but yes, happy Thanksgiving to the rest of you. That'd be awesome. If for those of you who are Canadian, you could match the croc feet with the bones, however you decide to do with them. Maybe however you did the actual croc if it blends. I don't know what I did with the actual croc. I have to look it up. You know what? I like the red. I like red idea here. We're gonna do red boots. Oh no, maybe dry brush them with some. Oh, that's good. That's a good idea. Dry brush them with some bone color. That'll be awesome. All right, we're gonna move a step away from that blood red though, and we're gonna go to this red. See how much of a difference that is. There we go. Now, it doesn't matter if I hit the base because I'm going to be putting some kind of basing material on it eventually, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, put these on here. And then I actually might dry brush it with bone white. Or not bone white, but a bone color. But yeah, I think this is going to be good. The red, no, I just hit the base. That's awesome. I just said I was going to do something with the base, and I hit it with the red. That's amazing. All right. Let's see here. I stopped hitting my camera. Maybe if I had a better camera, this would actually be good. You might actually see what I'm doing. Jojo Knight, thank you very much for jumping in. It's awesome to see you. Awesome to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Glad you could make the stream. Nice, dropped it. Okay, I got a great plan. I got a good plan. You're gonna like the plan. We're gonna paint these boots with this color here. That's the deal. When you paint off stream, do you use a stick, or I always have to put mine on a rod or something? Nope, I hold it just like this. I don't ever take it off a stick or put on a stick or anything. I have a couple of those. I've tried using them before, but I fail every time. One thing I don't do when I paint off stream is hit my camera with my paintbrush. So that's also killing me right now. Let's see here. Put this up here. There we go. There we go. Okay, boots done. Sorry, my hand was in the way. Well done. That looks just fine. Boots are good. Love it. She is skittish little thing for how fierce she's looking. All right. Now, the red for here. Question is, do I want to do the whole thing going up, all the way up into here, all red? Or do I just want to do the middle section here, red, and figure out what to do about this later? Do I do the main loincloth red, or do I do the inner loincloth red? That's the question. That's the question. Which one do I do? Then we also did some red highlights in the hair. Let's figure out how to do that. Not sure how to do that. I got this. Try this. Chaos red. Is that going to be good enough? I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it. I need a red paint. Okay. I've got pure red. That could be a good highlight. Let's do that. Let's try this pure red. Or I want to go something a little bit. I think I want to go something a little bit different. I want to do the blood red. Dragon red. Can't go wrong with that. Dragons are good. Dragons are fun. We'll put some dragon highlights in this thing. All right. Wish me luck on this. I've never done this before. Highlights in the hair. Lotus girl. Come on, man. I gotta try to do this now. All right. We'll see if we can do this. Shake this up a little bit. I can't remember last time I did this. I'm getting old age-related vision deterioration, so it becomes more frustrating for me. Just got my first bifocals this year, and it's not my favorite. Oh, yes. I'm my second pair of bifocals. I actually had some before, and I have new ones, so I can see. I always know when I need new bifocals when I'm actually recording playthroughs, and I can't, and it's harder for me to read the card. So I'm like, oh, okay, I got to go back to the eye doctor. Need new glasses. Need new glasses. All right, got some red on there. I've got just this little teeny paintbrush. Little teeny paintbrush. little bitty paintbrush here. Got this little bitty paintbrush. That's the deal here. You just painted a member of the HR department. You just painted a member of the HR department that wants to fire me. Oh, really? Okay, make sure you follow the directions for the strands at least. Don't be highlighting all willy-nilly. Oh, we're gonna highlight nilly-willy. Ready? Here we go. All right. Look for the strands here. Painting KDM, I got a bad feeling about this. Fire Drake! Oh my gosh, good to see you. Thank you so much. Well, I'm hit the right button. Thank you for joining. For those of you that don't know, there's a pretty funny moment in time when he came out and said, oh, I have a bad feeling about this. And all of a sudden, like, we got the greatest role we ever got in our entire life. And it was super, super awesome. Super awesome. Fire Drake, good to see you. Thank you for joining. It's awesome to have you here. You're about to see me try to put highlight into a hair here. It's probably too much paint on there. All right. So we're going to follow one of these strands of hair. That's a pretty big amount of paint on this. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Oh, boy. Oh, what are you doing to me? Okay, we're going to try this one right here. I like this one. Yeah, it's kind of going willy-nilly here, but that's okay. Almost looked like this thing bled on her. This is more advanced than my slop and drop approach, so new level of pain here. There we go. I would do some bangs and then down through the braids. So, well, we're going this way too. All right. Yes, I definitely do the braids. That'd be awesome here. We're going to go this way. Then I need a little bit more. This might do one. See if I can hit this just right. There we go. All right, almost there. Let's see here. Bring one down that way. That braid. That braid, then that braid. I'm trying to think about how this would work. That braid like that. There. All right, there we go. Okay. So I kind of did it like that. I think it should be okay. I think that's going to be fine. Not exactly happy with the top part, but that's okay. Maybe pretty cool. All right. I think that's pretty good. What character is she? Good question. Excuse me. This is Renee. She is the person in full crimson gear that has like that blood philosophy, or not philosophy, knowledge or something. That's the deal. That's the deal. A girl wearing the crimson gear so she can be remembered to use the abilities. Yep, exactly right. My wife says because she is a black girl, she is doing the right thing. I see. That's amazing. Pile of shame is rapidly growing. It never goes. It just grows. It just grows. It never goes away. I'm warning you right now. It never goes away. That's the problem. Never goes away. All right. So here we are. We kind of started our character here. Got the crimson boots. We got some. We got the hemoglobin style looking thing on there that shines with some blood red on the top. I think that's pretty good. Thank you for the idea to do the streaks. I think that actually looks pretty cool. What the heck? There we go. I think it looks pretty awesome. Thank you very much. And then loincloth in theory is going to be red. It's going to figure out which red to use. Oh my gosh, I don't like this camera. We're going to have a different camera next time. There we go. So we're going to put some stuff there. I got to reprime a little bit here. We lost some of the primer while I was trying to magnetize the arms. So here you go. Oh my gosh, those pasties she's wearing over her armor. Hello? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. She's got lots of stuff going on there. Yep, just hanging out. Gotta glue. Those are probably gold. I'll probably make those gold. But then in theory, we'll be able to just snap our little armies on here because we got these all magnetized up. So her arm's gonna go there. Her other one's gonna go over here. And then there we go. And then I'll just put some guitars on both of those, which I have right here. And put the guitars on there. I'll glue them on just like that for this one. So it looks really cool. This character's gonna look awesome. I can hardly wait. One arm goes there. The other one's gonna go over here, attached to this one, just like that. So that'll be attached down there. Which is gonna be sweet. Like just like that. It'll be awesome. It's gonna be super cool. Magnetize, nice. Thank you, Fire Drake. Yes. If you're interested in seeing how I did that, it's at the beginning of the video. It'll make life a lot easier. Super good. I'm glad I did that. Because now we can just get our character, and I'll paint this one up and be good to go. But it is getting late. I apologize. It is time for me to vamoose papoose is what they say. I know the cool kids are not saying that, but I did. I did. I want to thank everybody tonight for coming. Wasn't going to mention it. I would never walk outside with patsies on the outside of my clothes. Yeah. Thank you for streaming, Brad. You are so welcome, Lotus Girl. Awesome to have you here. Thank you all for the generous donations tonight. Anything that was sent via, what do you call it? The chat. My goodness, I can't remember what they're called. Super chats, any super chat money tonight that will all be donated to the Red Cross to help Hurricane Relief Fund. So thank you so much for everybody for the nice donations. And on Tuesday, Kingdom Death is coming back, and we'll be doing the same thing that day as well to help hurricane victims. And Meet Me at the Table will, of course, be matching anything that we gain. So thank you very much. We got what? Let's see if we can figure it out. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I think we got close to about 75, I think, something like that, I'm guessing. I'll have to go back and look exactly the numbers. I should have kept running total maybe. But anyway, thank you all for being here. It was awesome to have you all. Colin's got some Primal coming up. We're coming back for Kingdom Death. I'm doing some Middara. Middara is going to be awesome. It's going to be joining us as well. Middara is going to be out there. 65. We made $65 for the, now I'll be doubling that. So made 130, if I can do my math right. For sending out to the Hurricane Relief Fund. So thank you very much for all that. It'll be good stuff. And every little bit helps. So thank you all for making that thing. All right. So that's what we got coming up. Those are all the fun things in store for us. I'll be coming back next Thursday with another painting stream. My son Ridley will be joining us for that painting stream. It will be a little bit later. We might be starting at about 9-ish, give or take a few, maybe 9:15. So it will be a later stream. So I apologize for the lateness on that, but here in Minnesota we have what's called a MEA break. So the kids actually do have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. So it'd be fun for him to be able to join and be able to paint some miniatures with us. So thank you all. By the time next time you see our Crimson Crocodile character, it will be fully painted and ready to go on the board. That also is 90% painted. So I'm pretty excited about that. Thank you all for watching. It's nice to see you all, and it's time to bid you all farewell. And if you're excited to see what's coming up, that Colin, well, what? No, let me see if I can do this right. If you're excited to see what Colin and I have coming up next, then I need you to meet me at the table. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for all the generous donations.